That's real smoke.
Welcome to the Gourmet Club Live. I'm your host, Chef Charles Carroll. What a great day, what a great show we have for you today. I just want to remind you that we are live streaming now on YouTube. You can find us on the Recipe Podcast on YouTube and also Facebook. But you can find anything you want on chefcharlescarroll.com. Go there and subscribe. Make sure you all subscribe to the show so you can see all of our Recipe Podcast shows as well as the Gourmet Club Live. But before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. We have Dunkin' Coffee, the Escola School of Culinary Arts, the American Culinary Federation, the Texas Beef Council, and Aceway Incorporated. We thank you guys for sponsoring us. So Christian, man, we couldn't be more excited today, right? We have a very special guest in-house, and we are very proud to have Chef Luis from BCN. So, man, we appreciate you being in studio, and always great to see you, buddy.
Thank you, Chef.
Yeah. So, man, you got a lot going on in your world right now, right?
Well, busy, keeping busy, thanks God.
Well, your restaurant is fantastic. We all, and I haven't met, everybody loves your restaurant.
Yeah.
The quality of the food is so fantastic. But I want to step back a little bit to kind of figure out where it all started. So you're from Spain.
I'm from Barcelona, Spain, and I was born and raised and live and studied and everything in Spain. And, you know, I studied culinary arts in Barcelona, in a culinary school of Hofmann. And then I did a couple of stages in El Bulli restaurant with Ferran Adrià.
Yes, now I got to stop you right there. Because I didn't know that. Christian, did you know that?
I did.
I didn't know that. So how old were you when you were...
I was, I would say 21, 22.
So you went right from culinary school and right into as a stage?
During the 3 years program of the culinary school, one of the years, I had the opportunity to stage the month that we had as students for vacation. So I took advantage of that month, and I spent 1 month in El Bulli, in Rosas. And once I finished the school, they invited me to stay 1 more season with them.
At Chef Ferran Adrià's restaurant.
Yep.
Now he's not open 12 months out of the year, though, right?
He's not open anymore.
He closed the doors in 2011, I would say. And since that, he's been working in a big project, something about foundation and kind of atelier. He wants to share with all of the population involved with the government about the children, how we feed our children, and, you know, to avoid with all those disease.
Yeah.
That are hitting us recently, no? And I think it's going to be exciting. And I guess they are planning to open in 19, so next year. We'll see.
And then he doesn't go 12 months, though. He doesn't go like 6 months at a time, does all the R&D work, and then stays open for about 6 or 8 months. Is that right?
Yes, they were opening from March until September, ending of September.
Yeah. And then they close and do R&D, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So take us back. You're 21, 22 years old, right? And you're staging, not getting paid.
At all.
Yeah. So tell me what the day was like. You went into work at what time?
Well, when you stage in El Bulli restaurant, they provide you lunch, dinner.
Wow. Already that's a good deal.
And then they provide you a place to stay, to sleep.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have several houses in Rosas, which is the nearest town from Cala Montjuïc, was El Bulli was located. And then in the middle of the road, they were having a couple of houses as well, and we woke up at, I would say, 7:30. We had some breakfast at home, and go to Kalamanjoy, which was 20 minutes drive in a very narrow road. We started working at 9 a.m. We all had to be there.
When you say all, how many?
So, El Bulli, if my memory is right, the total guests for lunch or for dinner, just one seat, you used to be about 50 or 55 guests.
Mm-hmm.
And in the kitchen, we were working total, I would say 30, 35 people.
That's awesome.
And then another 15 or 18 people on the floor.
Wow, wow, one-on-one. So is it fair to say that was one of, or if not the biggest inspiration for you, that restaurant?
Well, actually, nowadays, after, I don't know, 15 years or 20 years, actually, that I went there, nowadays, 50% of what I do is Bulli DNA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Techniques, way to think, recipes, even the way you treat your colleagues or your employees.
Yeah.
All of the psychologist thing behind.
Yeah. So, so now fast forward a little bit. When did you come to the United States first?
Well, in Houston.
Yeah. Well, tell us a story. Your journey. How did you end up here in Houston?
Well, as I mentioned before, I was born, raised, and everything in Spain, and it happened 10 years ago. I worked for a period of 10 years in the country life up north in Girona, near France and the Costa Brava area, in a kind of hotel, Masia Catalana, which is kind of a chateau in French. They have, it was a vineyard over there. They were producing wine, and it belongs to a wealthy family. And besides the family spend the summer vacation and some weekends, they were also renting the property to companies, to families, and I was the chef over there. So one of my best clients, he rented the property for 1 week, and when he left, he gave me a business card, and he told me, "Hey, Luis, I mean, if you ever want to open someday your own restaurant, give me a call, please."
Wow.
I've been living in Houston for more than 20 years.
Wow.
And I can guarantee we can have something good over there.
Wow.
At that time, I was living, the country life, very happy with my wife, raising our children. Already had 2 at that moment, and I was not interested at all to change my life, my country life. Over the years, the gentleman, he was sending me emails every single year for almost 7 years.
Wow.
Hey, Luis,
Courting
everything.
It's a courtship.
My birthday is December 31st, and he was very good. Always, he shoot me an email. Luis, happy birthday. How's your family? By the way, if you ever change your mind, please call me. I'm still thinking about that.
Wow.
So after 7 years, it was the time for us to make a move with my family, wife and children. And I called him, and we spoke about what we could do together. And I came to Houston, first time in life. I thought Houston, it was going to be something dry with cactus. I had no idea. about what Texas was going to be, no? And I was impressed in a good way. And we spoke, and then I went back to Spain. We agreed, the project, the size of the project, the deal between us. And then I came back to Spain. I started working in a business plan. I started designing designing papers. And for 1 year, and after that year, we applied, during that year, we applied for the visa. After a year, the visa came, and I was ready to come here. And I arrived February 18th, 2014.
2014.
Wow.
Myself with a couple of suitcases, and I left my family and over there in Spain.
Wow. So now, is your family with you now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
That
good.
Because the week that I got my visa, my 4 years old now daughter was born.
Oh, wow.
So, and I had to come to Houston very quick, no? So I left my daughter Alicia with 1 week,
Yeah.
and then I see her back again after 4 months.
Oh, man.
Wow.
You missed the whole first 4 months.
Well, the people were asking me, hey, Luis, are you missing your daughter? And I remember I told them, I don't miss her because I don't know her.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Right.
Is he from Spain, your partner?
Yes. So my partner Ignacio is from Spain, from Barcelona as well,
Okay.
as myself. And I know when he was young, the family they moved to Brazil. So and he has been living in Houston for pretty much 25 years.
Okay.
So he was missing somehow all the memories when he was little. All that food, you know the ratatouille, that memories that
Yeah,
come to your mind. So and when he rented the property I was working in, so he matched all he was missing, that he can get it back with me by opening a restaurant.
That's
That
a good
what
story.
So 2014, 2 bags in your hand, arrive in Houston and opened up BCM.
Yeah.
And I think we have a picture of the restaurant for some of our listeners and viewers that can see. That's a beautiful restaurant. Very kind of a hidden location, huh?
Yeah,
you got
it's like a house.
Yeah.
Kind of, but a beautiful outside and inside, and very quaint inside of the restaurant. And it's hard to get a seat there at that restaurant, isn't it?
Well, honestly, it is not a big restaurant, so we just have few tables, and thanks God, and we are very blessed, and we are truly grateful to everyone that the people like our food, what we do over there, even though we don't do honestly anything extraordinary. I think we're really good in quality. And an honest restaurant, no. So yeah. I mean,
Have you had any challenges matching some of the ingredients you used out in Spain, sourcing some of those here in Houston, or has it been pretty easy?
well, it was the main goal at the really beginning was, hey, shall we do a fine Spanish restaurant in Houston? So to achieve that, we did need to bring, especially some items that without them, it would never be real Spanish food. That was what I was looking for, no? So we start what we source in Houston, but very quick we start making connections with the Spanish suppliers. And we start importing a lot of things. And nowadays, I'm very excited because hopefully and very soon we're gonna contribute to somebody to create a Spanish hub about seafood items. And there is and that thing is something that I've been looking for since I first arrived. Because without that, we cannot have success. Because it doesn't make sense for us to use what everybody is using. And you know, in this city is a very strong competition.
Yeah.
There are fantastic restaurants established restaurants that have been doing great food for many years. We are somehow still news. And so we are good in Spanish food, in Spanish ingredients. And that's why our kind of obsession to source from Spain.
What are some of the staple ingredients that you needed to have no matter what?
The most important, olive oil. Olive oil, you know, I'm familiar with the Spanish olive oil, and also I'm a big fan. And for instance, olive oil. So we need to use every single year the new harvest. That is extremely important. And you know, we have great suppliers here in Houston that help us to contact directly to the main factory in Spain, so we can speak straight to the owner and ask them what we're looking for, what we are expecting in terms of quality and timing, and the volume that we are going to use for the whole year. So in December, for instance, they pick the olives, they harvest the olives, and right away they make the olive oil. First week of January, we have a pallet for the whole year here in Houston.
Wow, wow. Now I think we have a picture of one of your. There's a beautiful picture of some food there that was on your. I'm sure that's probably older now because it was on your website. Can you tell us about that one?
Yeah. Okay. This is a version of the codfish, the salty codfish, very popular in Spain, and also in Portugal. So, and that version is actually the fall version, because underneath, so there is 3 pieces of codfish that we poached in extra virgin olive oil, and then underneath there is a patata mascarada, which is kind of a mashed potato that we mix with some blood sausage and some garlic and some smoked bacon. And this is very popular for one region from El Berguedà, region from Catalonia. And then on top, we place the poached codfish. And on top of the codfish, we place very carefully a little bit of confit garlic mousseline. And we gratin a little bit. And then we have pumpkin ganache, and then some chanterelle mushrooms, and then some juice of the chanterelle mushroom that we reduce with some wine.
It's good.
Shit, I'm hungry now. Yeah, but it is tough to get a seat there. You just can't call this week to get a you know for.
Well, I mean, when you cannot get a table through Open Table, which is the system that we're working with, you can actually call. You know, there is always cancellations.
Yeah.
We do our best to try to accommodate as many people as we can. Unfortunately, we were rejected in a little project. We wanted to cover the patio. We have a little patio with 3 tables. We wanted to enclose that porch, that patio, because every day at VCN there is an average of 15 people that they cannot come, so we cannot take their reservations because we don't have space.
Right.
So by doing that, I wanted to satisfy, you know, and be fair and get everybody in. No?
But the city rejected.
Yes, not the city, the historical district of the city.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I mean, you know, that's fine. I mean, no big deal. I just wanted to I was worried about. I want to take care of my client.
Yeah, sure, sure. Now, so you're actually really still a new restaurant. So we're talking about 4 years now. When you first
3 years, right?
Yeah,
4.
4 years.
We just turned years a couple of days ago, September 20th.
Okay. Anniversary.
Yes.
So in your first year, did you have kind of like a oh shit moment, like God, I don't know if we're gonna make it, or I'm really nervous about this, or something's going wrong, or something didn't hook up, or did you have like are we gonna make it? What was going through your mind that first 3 months of opening?
Well, it was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough. I remember I was at the beginning. I was always throwing my head to the door and see the main entrance and the dining. But then I just wanted to focus in cooking, in leading my team, and be on top of everything. And I suffered a lot because it was my first experience having a restaurant in US. So even nowadays, my English is still very mediocre, I would say. Yeah. But at that time,
it's a lot better than my Spanish.
at that time, chef, it was very very basic, and I had a lot of difficult to express myself, to give directions to everybody. But thanks God, very quick we started filling up the restaurant, and that helped me to be focused.
Yeah.
And then we had to start hiring more people. I remember we had the upstairs closed, and I believe after 1.5 months,
wow,
we had to open upstairs.
Wow.
Because it was a lot of people that wanted to come.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your timing was good. I mean, I don't know if Ignacio knew that he was striking at a good time, but ultimately, we have some Spanish restaurants in Houston, but since I've been here, there hadn't been a fine dining Spanish restaurant. I don't know if there was before, Chef 07, but a fine dining Spanish restaurant just didn't exist. You had some casual, but they were good. El Mesón, it was a couple places that had good food, but the fine dining aspect, careful plating, that kind of a thing, like just high level Spanish, it didn't exist here. So I think that novelty is not going to wear off anytime soon, because you still don't really have competition in that category.
Well, this is actually that keeps me alive and you can say aware. I'm very excited about what we are doing, and over the years, I'm realizing why my partner Ignacio Torres, what he had in mind. No? That was the lack of that fine dining food here in Houston. So what I expect and what I would love is to have as many fine dining restaurants in Houston, because Spanish, Italian, we need, I think that this city has an impressive and large variety of restaurants.
Yeah, it sure does.
I still think that we still have a lack of fine dining restaurants, and I do think we have the crowd to fill up those fine dining restaurants.
Yeah.
Because people that live in Houston, I'm impressed the level of the knowledge that they have, and they want more.
Yeah.
I noticed that they want more.
Well, think about the club members.
Yeah.
Right. People of wealth.
Yeah.
They go have those. They have enough wealth to go to Spain and have those meals 2-3 times a year. go to France and have those meals 2-3 times. Go to Italy. And they don't really think of it as an option here. I don't think. I mean, there's always been Tony's. You've had fine dining here in the past. But ultimately, if you can provide an experience that's comparable, if not better, than what you can find in Barcelona or San Sebastian or Madrid, which are places that they go just to eat, that's a huge service. We need more.
Now, I want to fast forward, but before I do, into your new project, because I want to talk about that. But for a life lesson for some of our listeners, and going back 4 years, what would you do differently when your first year opening up BCN? Was there anything else you would have? Well, if I could do it again, I would do this differently.
Nothing.
Good for you, my gosh.
Nothing. I did what I think I had to do at that time, and I think I did more that my capabilities. I did. I mean, I gave it. I mean, I remember. I remember having a very tough moments, and I'm very proud. No, I mean, I think that so because of that very strong effort that all my team and myself we did at the beginning brought us all the clientele, no, and nothing. I think I did what I had to do.
Good for you. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. So tell us now. I think we're getting into the show here a little bit, but tell us now about what's new and exciting for you. A new project coming into play. I see some boards being up down in the River Oaks District. Yeah, and my wife and I go down there often, so we're excited. We can't wait. So tell us about that.
Well, for a little bit more than 2 years, we've been working in this new project, in papers, by doing tastings, by doing travels in New York, in Madrid, in San Sebastian, in Barcelona.
And your partner, you're still doing it with your partner too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know, we since year 2 of BCN, we've been thinking about how we can complement BCN restaurant in Houston to satisfy more needs, more crowd. No? Since BCN is a classical fine dining, traditional, regular portions, you know, appetizers, entrees, main courses, desserts. So we are excited about much more. So and then because of that excitement of start working in the tapas, in the pinchos, in the little versions of main courses, no, in the well-known open fire rices, arroces a la leña from Valencia, no. Also all those huge turbots and oversole making in the fire, no, but that was the time that we realized we have to start building another project. By that time, Museum of Fine Arts in Houston, they offered us it was a bid to open 2 restaurants over there, no? And we start working in the new project by creating a concept to join that bid. For some reason, didn't work, so we had the project in the drawer, but we kept working in this project that nowadays it has name. His name is MAD, is Matt, which is the airport code of Madrid Barajas.
MAD.
MAD.
Okay. And by the way, we should mention that BCN is also the airport code.
The airport code of Barcelona City.
Yeah.
So we like airport codes.
So does MAD have a second hidden meaning?
Well, somehow I would say yes. So because of the concept, why Madrid? No? Madrid inspires us about all the nightlife, maybe the tapas, the juerga, that I would say more casual setup, but also inspires Valencia for the rices, San Sebastian for all those fantastic pinchos and tapas. So we ended up with a concept that is a little mad, insane, in and out.
Awesome.
It's gonna be fun, believe me. Also, besides of all those adjectives, what we are thinking is Friday and Saturdays to satisfy all the crowd that goes to the opera, that goes to the ballet, the symphony, to the games, that at 11 p.m. They don't have to go. I mean, there are places, but there are not as many places to satisfy all that crowd. No? So we are thinking to showcase, maybe tune down the lights, put a DJ as well, and serve some food until 2 a.m.
Wow.
So that people has a place to have great cocktails, great ambience, great music, and great food as well.
Wow. Wow.
No?
Well, people in Madrid don't go out to eat until 10, 11 o'clock.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So it makes sense. It makes sense.
And talking about more MAD, so we wanna satisfy more needs besides the fine dining concept, no? So it's gonna have the classical tapas, the before tapas, no? The tortilla españolas, croquetas, patatas bravas as well, all those stews, and then we're gonna have the new and modern pinchos. Talking about some modern techniques, as it can be the smoky, how you call it? We are working right now with the nitrogen, and we're gonna have a little section of those presentations and impressive quality.
Wow, that sounds so fantastic.
Again, the most important, and behind MAD, the quality is going to be the most important thing, the whole project.
Now, wasn't there, we're so excited, so that's going to open when? January?
If everything goes well, I think we can open late April.
Late April.
I would say.
Now, wasn't there a concept that went in there and they started construction, and because it's a new building, right?
Yes.
It's a brand new building, and they went in and started construction, and then they just never even opened.
Yeah, I believe a couple of 3 years ago, it was a concept, I think a mixture of Japanese and Mexican concept. They supposed to open, I believe, last year. For some reason, didn't go through. And actually, let me tell you something. We were negotiating 2 locations for more than 6 years. I don't know who tell who. The day before we were going to sign the location, somebody from the River Oaks district came to us and told us, hold it.
Wow.
We have something for you.
Wow.
We would love you to consider an option for you.
Yeah. Well, that area needs a little bit of a push down there, food-wise, for sure.
Well, the Steak 48's on the back side of where Madrid's going to be.
Facing west
side, yeah.
So they're kind of right. It's a good spot.
But if you wanted to go and have some, maybe there's an Italian place in there, and then there's a burger joint in there in that area, because yeah, because my wife and I go over there all the time. We go to the movies all the time.
Okay.
But we don't like to eat at the movies, so it's nice to get a really nice meal prior too. But
or post if it's open late.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or late.
I think the place, the River Oaks district, is a fantastic
it's crazy, right?
space.
Yeah.
I think that maybe in the last couple of years has become popular.
Yeah.
But I think still has to explode.
Yeah.
That location.
Yeah.
Well, Chef, you know.
Hold on.
Yeah. We got some big news. We got big news here for you, Chef.
Somebody might have already run it by you, but I will tell you this is an original idea from the Bobbitt, from Haley Bobbitt, that we shooting back emails and she told us you were coming, and I said, well, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. And she said, we'll be seeing you, which will be seeing you. Has anybody done that out to you already?
So it's a tagline, Chef. It's a tagline for you. It should be
hers. I'm not trying to steal
so
it.
the Bobbitt created it, and we all have voted and think that you should use that. And we have to get Bobbitt's permission, but you should put that on your business card. You know, you have your business
Or
card.
like the checks. The bottom of the checks would be.
And on the back side, we'll be seeing you.
We'll be seeing you.
Yeah, see,
you.
It's perfect, right? It has a little ring to it.
Hey, we get congratulated. It was her idea.
So the Bobbitt, does he have permission, Bobbitt, to use that? Or see that she's going to give it to you.
Just like that.
Yeah, so that's our gift.
There's your new creative director.
Yeah, there's our Gourmet Club. Yeah, our Gourmet Club Live. It's just giving you a gift. But, Chef, I know that we speak for Houston. Christian and I do that. We couldn't be more excited that you're here, and we were just saying it's our favorite restaurant in Houston, and we appreciate you not only creating something amazing and wonderful for all of us to enjoy in the new concept, but taking time out today for being with us. So thank you for that.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for
Our
being
pleasure.
here.
Thanks.
So that about wraps up another episode of the Gourmet Club Live. We thank you so much for tuning in, and also our sponsors, Dunkin' Coffee, Aceway Incorporated, Escola School of Culinary Arts, Texas Beef Council, and the American Culinary Federation. And remember, you can find us, our podcast and all our shows on chefcharlescarroll.com. Please go there and subscribe, okay? We need you to subscribe, and all of those shows will load into your phone or go to our YouTube channel, The Recipe Podcast. So, again, thank you to Chef Luis. Thank you for being here, brother. And again, the podcast team, thank you for pushing all the buttons and making this happen. And thank you for watching, and where you can find the hottest trends in Houston hospitality. So remember, check in with us every Saturday because we'll have some shows for you. I'm your host, Chef Charles Carroll. Remember, you're special, you're great. Make an impact on someone's life today. See you next time.
Today's show brought to you by Dunkin' Coffee. Mills Dunkin' is a great guy who will fix, grind, and make the perfect custom blend of coffee for you. He has a full service of coffee and teas for hotels, clubs, and restaurants. Customer service is also their best attribute. Just ask me because that's why we love them. Go out to their website, dunkincoffee.com, and try a blend today. That's D-U-N-C-A-N, dunkincoffee.com. Escola School of Culinary Arts. Are you interested in fulfilling a career in culinary arts or pastry arts? Then you need an educational partner that can help you reach the next level. Escola School of Culinary Arts can help you excel in the kitchen and beyond with a balanced curriculum that focuses on the latest culinary skills and methods as well as business and operations. They also offer a flexible 100% online format perfect for working professionals, world-renowned reputation, personalized student support, professional chef instructors, lifetime career assistance, and federal grants and financial aid available for those who qualify. Contact the folks at Escoffier to learn more at escoffier.edu. That's ESCOFFIER.edu. American Culinary Federation. I've been a member of the American Culinary Federation for 35 years. My dad was a chef, and he got me in the American Culinary Federation, the ACF, when I was 18 years old. I've been blessed to travel the world representing the United States of America in the World Culinary Olympics. If you're not a member of the ACF, make sure you join today. They have so many benefits and education, online services, great magazines, great websites, and several conventions throughout the year. Make sure you become a member today at the American Culinary Federation. That's acfchefs.org. The Texas Beef Council is a nonprofit organization representing 130,000 beef farmers and ranchers across the state. Their goal is to increase beef demand through research, education, and promotion, utilizing the beef-loving Texans consumer brand, connecting consumers to the beef they love and the farmers and ranchers who raise it. The Texas Beef Council supports chefs and food service professionals across the state of Texas, whether it's taking chefs on a pasture-to-plate tour across Texas or supporting the future of food service industry through the Texas ProStart High School Culinary Program. The Texas Beef Council plays a pivotal role in the Texas food service community. Aceway Incorporated is a janitorial maintenance company in the Houston area. The owner, Ricardo Acevedo, is such a great guy. Ricardo and his team will come in and help you clean out your kitchens, front and back of the house, office buildings, you name it, they'll clean it with amazing attention to details. Aceway takes great care of your facility, and they also have exceptional customer service, and you all know how much that's important to me. So go to, actually you can dial up their number, 281-879-9899, and you will get Ricardo firsthand. So thank you so much for watching today's show. See you next time.